Hi guys, today I'm going to give you a short review about cast iron frying pans, or also known as cast iron skillets. Abroad, especially in countries like America, it is very popular. However, in India, it's only catching up right now. Most people don't really have good information on this type of cookware. So I have done some research on it, and these are the things that I found that is particularly striking and different about cast iron. Now, this is what a cast iron pan looks like. This is by a brand called Prestige. I got it at a highly discounted cost. Now, I will first start with some technical information about cast iron. Now, cast iron pans are basically composed of 98% iron and 2% carbon. Due to the high carbon content in cast iron, it is highly reactive. That is, if it comes in contact with water, it will catch rust very easily. But it is this reactive nature which many might consider to be a bad quality, which is converted into an excellent quality in a cast iron. Due to its reactive nature, if you were to heat oil in it for an extended period of time for like 15 minutes, not at a very high temperature but moderately high, just below the smoking point or around about the smoking point, what happens is this oil reacts with the metal and it gets converted into a polymer called seasoning. And this seasoning is very hard and tough, and it acts like a non-stick Teflon coating. So you can call it a natural non-stick Teflon coating. Now, many might be tempted to try carbon steel pans instead of cast iron because the argument is even that is made of iron and that has carbon. True, but that has only 1% carbon. This has 2% carbon. There are some other important differences between a carbon steel pan, which is more commonly available, as compared to cast iron. The cast iron cooking surface is quite rough, so the seasoning sticks more easily and it doesn't require much maintenance to ensure that it stays there. Secondly, the cast iron metal itself contains a certain micro pores which facilitate the sticking of the polymer or the seasoning onto the pan more easily, and it is more difficult to get rid of, which is a good thing. And as I said earlier, because the metal is more reactive, seasoning sticks to it much better. So I'd like to inform you firstly that there is a world of difference between a cast iron pan and a carbon steel fry pan. Most of the videos online seem to be a bit misleading on this aspect, saying that they are quite similar. No, they are not similar. They're very, very different in its cooking properties. The only scenario that I have seen where a carbon steel pan is able to maintain a seasoning is if you're cooking with it several times a day, and it requires a lot of care to ensure that the seasoning doesn't come off. So if you want non-stick cooking, then I would still consider carbon steel pans a fail and cast iron pans to be a success. Now, there are some maintenance issues with this type of cooking. That is, you can't leave it in the sink after you've cooked. Whatever you have to cook in this, you have to like wash it away, put some oil on it, heat it, and dry it. You cannot cook tomatoes or any acidic food substance because it will react with the seasoning. The seasoning will come off. Thereafter, it will react with the metal, and you will be consuming high amounts of iron, which may not be good for you. So, if you're capable of looking into this, definitely I will suggest, if you fry a lot, to either get an 8-inch cast iron pan because they're much easier to handle. But if you're braver than that and you intend to cook a lot, You can also go for a 10-inch pan because you can fry more stuff in it. Apart from frying, I would not recommend you all to try anything else on it because it's just not suitable. A stainless steel pan like a tri-ply is much suitable for cooking soups and liquids or any type of curries. So if you like to fry and if you want to have a good frying experience, cast iron is good and definitely worth the investment. Also, I would like to tell you this is quite forgiving in the sense, while frying a food, even if you don't attend to your food very carefully at periodic intervals, the food will not get burnt as easily as in a carbon steel pan or in a stainless steel pan because it does not get overheated that easily because of its massive weight. And there are certain things about this type of cooking that you will get to know only after you do it yourself. And don't get disappointed if in the beginning you find that the food sticks. The food will stick however good the pan because you need to get the seasoning right on this pan. How to get the seasoning right on this pan is there on various videos online, but the simplest method that I will suggest is to simply put a few drops of oil on it, scrub it all over its surface, the inner surface, and then leave it on a low flame for about 15 minutes on a low flame. That is sufficient to form a seasoning. And if you do it about 2-3 times, it's good to go and you will get a non-stick surface. So that's all for my video today. If you have liked my video, please click on the like and share button, and thank you for your time and have a great day. Bye.